What if I told you that the way most men approach relationships today is completely wrong? What if I told you that by following a few simple principles, you could not only save yourself years of heartbreak, but also find true power and respect in your relationships? In this video, I'm about to reveal 9 rules from Stoic philosophy that smart men should live by when dealing with women. These are not feel-good, fluffy tips. They are hard-hitting truths that most men will never hear. And if you master them, you'll completely transform the way women see you and the way you see yourself. We live in a world where dating and relationships are becoming more complicated than ever. Social media, dating apps, and unrealistic expectations have distorted what love should really be about. But here's the deal. As a man, you need to know how to navigate this. You need to know how to protect your time, your energy, and your mental health in a world that doesn't care about it. Stoicism teaches us that there are a few rules you must follow if you want to maintain your dignity and sanity in relationships. These rules are so powerful, and they've been working for thousands of years. They're not just for men who want to get better with women. They're for men who want to master their own lives. If you're tired of toxic relationships, endless drama, and feeling like you're constantly being taken advantage of, then this video is for you. Let's break it down. Number 1. Guard your past. Never reveal too much about your past too soon. In today's age of oversharing, this might sound counterintuitive, but it's critical for protecting your own interests. Here's the truth. When you meet a woman, especially if you're serious about building something long-term, you must be selective about what parts of your past you share. Why? Because not everything needs to be said. Your past is yours, and while some things might seem insignificant, they can later be used against you in moments of conflict or manipulation. For example, imagine you've had a messy breakup in the past, and you casually mention it early on in a relationship. Suddenly, during an argument, it's thrown back in your face. You've just given her the ammunition. The same goes for family issues, financial troubles, or personal failures. While you should be honest, there's a difference between honesty and full transparency. Stoicism teaches us to keep certain parts of our past guarded, not out of shame, but out of wisdom. You don't owe your life story to anyone, especially not in the early stages of dating. When it comes to sharing your past, less is more. Share what's necessary, but keep your private struggles private until trust is built. Your past is your story, not a tool for others to judge or manipulate you. As you build trust with someone, you can slowly reveal more, but never all at once. Imagine you're on a first date. Instead of detailing every ex-girlfriend or past hardship, focus on who you are now, what drives you, what you're passionate about, and what you're looking for in the future. Women respect men who maintain an air of mystery and self-respect by guarding their past. Number 2. Face the fear of being alone. Most men today are terrified of being alone, and that fear is why so many of us end up settling in bad relationships. Stoicism teaches us that true strength comes from being comfortable in your own company. If you can't handle being alone, you'll never be able to choose the right partner. Let's face it, society constantly pressures us to be in relationships. If you're single, people assume something's wrong with you. But here's the hard truth. It's far better to be single and at peace than to be in a relationship that drains your energy, confidence, and self-respect. Look around. How many people do you know who are staying in toxic relationships just because they're afraid of being alone? They endure constant arguments, manipulation, and even disrespect because they think having someone, even the wrong person, is better than having no one. That's not how a smart man operates. Start spending more time with yourself. Go to dinner alone, travel by yourself, read books that help you grow as a person. Become so comfortable with your own company that you no longer feel the need to be with someone just for the sake of it. When you stop fearing solitude, you stop settling for less. When you learn to be alone, something incredible happens. You begin to realize that you don't need someone else to feel complete. And when the right woman comes along, you'll be able to enter the relationship from a place of strength, not desperation. Here's a simple test. Ask yourself, if this relationship ended tomorrow, would I be okay? If the answer is no, then you're probably relying too much on the relationship for your happiness. Your peace of mind should never be dependent on someone else. Number 3. Manage your time wisely. Time is your most valuable asset, and most men waste it on the wrong people. Whether it's endless texting with no intention, hanging around with women who aren't serious about you, or even staying in relationships that are going nowhere, time is something you can't afford to waste. Let me ask you this. How many hours, days, weeks have you spent chasing someone who was only half interested? How many times have you rearranged your schedule, missed opportunities, or put your own goals on the back burner to cater to someone else? The truth is, if she isn't respecting your time, she isn't respecting you. Stoicism teaches us that time is one of the few things in life that we can control, and once it's gone forever. That's why you need to be ruthless with how you spend it. Don't be afraid to cut ties with people who aren't valuing your time. From now on, treat your time like the currency it is. If a woman is consistently canceling plans, dragging things out, or giving you mixed signals, stop wasting your time. Move on. She doesn't deserve the time you're giving her, and you should never tolerate being strung along. Another way to protect your time is to set clear boundaries. Let people know that your time is valuable and that you're not going to waste it on meaningless interactions. If she's not bringing value to your life, she doesn't deserve your time. Invest your time in people and activities that push you forward, not ones that hold you back. Number 4. Celebrate your achievements. This principle is critical in today's world of constant comparison. Men often fall into the trap of looking for validation from women, especially when it comes to their achievements. You land a promotion, hit a new personal best in the gym, or accomplish a personal goal, and what's the first thing you do? You look to your partner for approval. But here's the harsh truth. If you constantly need someone else's validation to feel good about your achievements, you're giving them control over your happiness. You're putting your self-worth in their hands, and that's a dangerous game to play. Women are great, but they're not your cheerleaders, and they shouldn't be the ones who dictate how you feel about your successes. Stoicism teaches us to seek validation from within. You should be able to feel proud of yourself without anyone else's approval. Stop waiting for someone else to celebrate your achievements. Start celebrating yourself. Whether it's a small victory or a big milestone, take the time to acknowledge your hard work and progress. Buy yourself something nice, go out for dinner, or simply take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. You don't need anyone else's praise to feel good about your success. Here's a key point. If a woman isn't celebrating your wins, she's not the right woman for you. If she's downplaying your success, or even worse, ignoring it altogether, it's a red flag. A partner should uplift you and celebrate your growth, not minimize it. But remember, your self-worth isn't dependent on her reaction. Whether she celebrates with you or not, you should be able to celebrate yourself. Number 5. Safeguard your mental health. In today's fast-paced, high-pressure world, mental health is everything. Yet so many men sacrifice their mental well-being for the sake of a relationship. Whether it's staying in toxic situations, enduring constant drama, or allowing someone else to manipulate their emotions, too many men are willing to compromise their peace of mind just to keep someone happy. Here's what you need to understand. Your mental health is non-negotiable. Once it starts to deteriorate, everything else in your life, your career, your friendships, your goals, will follow. No relationship is worth losing your peace of mind over. Stoicism teaches us to protect our mental space fiercely. If a woman is constantly bringing chaos, drama, or negativity into your life, you need to walk away. You're not obligated to fix her, and you're certainly not obligated to sacrifice your well-being for her. Set clear boundaries around your mental health. If someone is bringing stress or negativity into your life, communicate your concerns. If the behavior continues, leave. Your mental health is too important to compromise. Here's a reality check. Staying in a toxic relationship can destroy your mental health faster than anything else. It's like pouring poison into your mind every day, slowly eroding your sense of self-worth, your confidence, and your ability to function. Don't let it get that far. Take control of your mental health by actively managing stress, practicing mindfulness, and surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. Your mental peace is your responsibility, and you should never give anyone the power to take it away. Number 6. Be true to yourself. One of the biggest traps men fall into in relationships is losing themselves. You start dating someone, and slowly but surely you start compromising who you are just to keep her happy. You stop doing the things you love, you start dressing differently, you even start suppressing your opinions because you don't want to rock the boat. This is a huge mistake. Here's what most guys don't realize. When you sacrifice who you are to make someone else happy, you're setting yourself up for long-term misery. Stoicism teaches us to be authentic, always. If you're constantly bending and shifting to fit what someone else wants, you're betraying yourself. And guess what? Eventually, she's going to lose respect for you too. Women are naturally drawn to men who are grounded in their identity, who don't waver based on external validation. Think about it. How many times have you seen guys turn into a completely different person when they're in a relationship? They start doing things they never used to do, agreeing with things they don't actually believe in, just to keep the peace. But here's the brutal truth. Women don't respect men who can't stand up for themselves. Let me give you a scenario. You're a guy who loves playing video games or watching sports, but the girl you're dating doesn't like it. She thinks it's a waste of time. So what do? You stop playing. You stop watching. All of a sudden, you're doing things you don't enjoy, just to keep her from getting upset. You've lost. Start saying no. You don't have to agree with everything she says. You don't have to love everything she loves. It's okay to have your own opinions and interests. In fact, it's crucial. A real man has his own identity, and he doesn't compromise it for anyone. Be true to yourself, and she will respect you more for it. Number 7. Don't sacrifice your path for others. This one hits home for a lot of guys. You meet a woman, she's amazing, and before you know it, you're making compromises left and right to fit into her world. You start skipping workouts, taking fewer risks at work, maybe even passing up opportunities just because they don't align with her plans. This is dangerous territory. Here's the deal. Your path is sacred. Stoicism teaches that your purpose in life is non-negotiable. You have dreams, goals, and ambitions that are uniquely yours. When you start sacrificing those dreams to please someone else, you're betraying yourself, and you're throwing away the future you could have had. No woman is worth that. Let me paint you a picture. You've always wanted to start your own business, right? But you're dating a woman who doesn't want you to take the risk. She likes the stability of your current job. So what do? You stay in your comfort zone. You settle for mediocrity, and years later you find yourself full of regret because you didn't chase your dreams. That's not just a loss for you. It's a loss for the world, because you didn't live up to your potential. Stay on your path, no matter what. If she's not supportive of your goals, she's not the right woman for you. A real partner will support your ambitions, not stifle them. Stop looking for approval and start living for yourself. If you're sacrificing your future just to keep someone in your present, you're making a huge mistake. Number 9. Prioritize relationships with friends and family. A lot of guys make the mistake of abandoning their support system when they get into a relationship. You meet a girl, you're head over heels, and suddenly your friends and family take a back seat. But here's the reality. That's a fast track to isolation. And if things go south in your relationship, which they often do, you'll find yourself with no one to turn to. Let's break it down. Friends and family are your foundation. They've been there before the relationship, and they'll be there after. A strong support system keeps you grounded. They call you out when you're making mistakes, and they're the ones who will help you pick up the pieces when things fall apart. If you're constantly ditching them to spend all your time with your girlfriend, you're setting yourself up for disaster. I've seen it too many times. Guys get into relationships and suddenly they stop hanging out with the boys. They stop calling their parents. They cancel on family events. Then, when the relationship ends, they're left feeling lost and alone. Don't be that guy. Keep your social life alive. Make time for your friends and family, even when you're in a relationship. Go out with your buddies. Call your mom. Spend time with your dad. A good woman will respect that. She'll understand that your life doesn't revolve around her, and she'll appreciate the fact that you have strong bonds outside of your relationship. And here's a little secret. Women are naturally more attracted to men who have a life outside of the relationship. It shows confidence, independence, and strength. So make sure your world doesn't shrink down to just her. Balance is key. Number 9. Avoid obsessive devotion. This is probably the most important principle of all. Never, ever become obsessed with any one woman. I don't care how amazing she is. I don't care how beautiful, smart, or kind she is. When you become obsessed, you give away your power and you put her on a pedestal. That's not attractive, and it's definitely not sustainable. Obsessive devotion is what leads to jealousy, insecurity, and emotional instability. You start overthinking everything. You start questioning yourself. You start feeling like your entire world depends on her approval. That's not love, that's dependence, and it's a surefire way to push her away. Women don't want a man who revolves his life around them. They want a man who has his own life, his own purpose. Think about this. You meet a girl, and within a few weeks, she's all you think about. You start blowing off your friends to spend more time with her. You start checking your phone obsessively to see if she's texted you. You start worrying every time she doesn't respond right away. That's obsession. And it's not just unhealthy for you, it's a major turn-off for her. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm, composed, and in control of our emotions. You are the center of your universe, not her. No matter how great she is, she's just one part of your life. If you make her the center, you'll lose yourself in the process. Stop putting women on pedestals. She's not your queen, and you're not her servant. You are equal partners in the relationship. Focus on your own goals, your own happiness, and your own growth. The minute you start obsessing, take a step back and refocus on yourself. You should never need someone else to feel whole. When you keep things in perspective, not only will you feel more confident and in control, but she'll also respect you more for it. Confidence, independence, and composure are magnetic traits. Don't lose them by obsessing over anyone. Let's bring it all together. Relationships can be tough, but by following these 9 Stoic principles, you can protect your peace, maintain your self-respect, and build stronger, healthier connections with the right people. Remember, at the end of the day, You are the prize. You have goals, dreams, and a life to live, and you should never sacrifice any of that for the sake of a relationship. Stay true to yourself. Guard your time, your energy, and your mental health, and never ever become so obsessed with someone else that you forget who you are. By embracing these Stoic values, you'll not only transform your relationships, you'll transform your life. If this video resonated with you, if it gave you some tough love that you needed to hear, hit that subscribe button and join the community. I create these videos to help men just like you navigate the complexities of modern relationships through the lens of Stoicism. And if you want to see more content like this, consider joining our channel memberships. It's a small way to support the channel and keep these videos coming. The truth is, most men aren't getting this kind of advice anywhere else, so help us spread the message. Share this video with other guys who need to hear it. Leave a comment below, and let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching.